full of shit. That is the whole thesis of Up From Slavery.
No, it's
not. Did you read the book?
I did not read the book.
There you go. Then you don't know what you're talking about. You are
saying.
uneducated.
Name is Trump and Republicans are better for the black community than Democrats.
What you just heard was Brandon Tatum. And yes, I said what you just heard, not who you just heard. What you just heard, because that is a thing. He is a thing. He has very little humanity. He's a paid machine. Real quick, Brandon Tatum is what you call a white supremacist in blackface, a paid white supremacist in blackface. He has a little nickname that's trending now on YouTube and on different platforms. They're calling him Race Baiting Tatum. Race Baiting Tatum. I call him the tap dancing raccoon. But basically, Brandon Tatum has been on YouTube for about 10 or 15 years. And basically, in a nutshell, he has a very lucrative job. He's a millionaire. And he became a millionaire through white supremacist organizations funding his platform in order for him, in exchange for him to spew negative portrayals of black life and black people. And also one of his requirements is to uphold white supremacist concepts and talking points and perpetuate the myth that white people are superior. I know there's a lot of good white people out here, but it's the racist white supremacists that own these lobbying groups and these organizations and these special interest groups that will finance platforms like him and Candace Owens and different black men and black women, Larry Elder, people who are willing to throw our people under the bus. He was on a show called Jubilee. That was called Jubilee, where he was debating people. And if you think that was something, wait till you hear this.
The most successful documented black man who lifted so many black people from poverty to success was Booker T. Washington.
No, he did not. Jim Crow
was incredible for black success in America.
The institutionalization of Jim Crow was a direct result of his false message.
What was his false message?
His message was that black people were not fit to participate in the political process.
That's not true.
Because slavery had set them backwards.
Where do you see
all of
that
the
Booker
black
T. Washington mentioned
congressmen, it's in his book.
You said he mentioned that black people were not fit to participate in the
Yes, that is the whole thesis of Up From Slavery.
No, it's not.
Did you read the book?
I did not read the book.
There you go. Then you don't know what you're talking about. Let me tell you something, brother. I am a history teacher.
Let me finish what I'm saying.
I teach in the public school system. You are uneducated.
Let me finish what I'm saying. You cannot teach in the public school system.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Brandon Tatum could not be more uneducated. I mean, and dude was right. He does not know what he's talking about. They were talking about Booker T. Washington and how Fisk University was founded by him on the basis that he would not allow black people to rise past food service, janitorial, and certain levels. You couldn't rise to the level of lawyers or doctors. He had to promise that he wouldn't educate them past a certain point. Brandon doesn't know any of this. He wrote about it. Booker T. Washington wrote about this in his book. Brandon Tatum couldn't be more uneducated. But see, this is the same dude that said, Brandon Tatum I'm speaking of, the same dude that said Martin Luther King was a horrible person, was the worst person, one of the worst people that ever lived. He didn't do anything good for black people. He was the one that said Rosa Parks was no good and she didn't do anything to help the black race. This the same dude that said the civil rights movement. Listen to what I'm saying, folks. Listen to this. And you can go look at clips. Brandon Tatum said that the civil rights movement was one of the worst things legally, one of the worst acts, the Voting Rights Act. And what else was there? There was the Voting Rights Act. There was, I forget what other aspects of the civil rights movement was federalized, but he said the civil rights movement was one of the worst things that they ever signed into law. He said, listen to this one, this the kicker. Brandon Tatum once said that black people were better off during slavery. He said this. Look it up.
He was not racist. He was not hateful. He did not spew hate. He was a man of courage. He had integrity, and he was fair. If you disagree with him, he let you come to the front of the line, and you can have your disagreement.
Brandon, Charlie Kirk said black men like you were better off during slavery. Do you agree with him?
Now, listen, 100%.
You believe 100%?
Now what? Wait,
you were
after
better off
slavery. Let me explain, because maybe you don't know black history. No. You don't understand black history, and you don't understand what Charlie was saying.
This is a real life Uncle Ruckus. I mean, you talk about a raccoon. I mean, this dude is beyond slave-minded. He's beyond trying to please master. This dude said we were better off during slavery. We were better off during the torment and the separation from family and the hanging, the lynching, the burning at the stake, the working us 22 hours a day with 2 hours of sleep, working until disease set in and our fingers were worked to the bone. Our feet had calluses until our backs were broken. He said slavery was better for us than modern society. So no wonder they chewed him up in this Jubilee debate. But these are the kind of things that he says. And so you can't give credence to people like him. You can't take him seriously. I knew this was going to be entertaining because I knew all these people were going to rip him a new butthole when he was on there. Because he's, like the dude said, he's grossly uneducated. But he's only on there to spout what racist white people and racist society wants him to be able to portray us as. And certain people, certain uneducated people, he's going to convince of this. Most of us won't be convinced of this because we know our history. We're educated enough and well informed to know everything that he's saying is a lie. But as long as he gets certain people to convert or believe or to be persuaded to believe this nonsense, it's worth every penny and every dime that these white supremacist organizations pay him. That's his job. I don't know. I just had to talk about that real quick because Brandon Tatum is on another. He's to me he's almost not even human, because I don't know how you can sleep at night knowing that you're getting paid from white society to be a traitor to your race. How do you sleep at night? Your sons, your children are going to see these videos eventually when they get older. I just don't see how you can sleep at night. But tell me what you guys think about Brandon Tatum. Any of you guys agree with what he said? If so, put it in the comment box. I want to see if you do agree with him, why or why not. But like, share, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the next video.